The spark of arrogance. The stars above the colony of Kellen 4 were meant to be peaceful that night. Children played beneath transparent domes, miners returned from the shafts, and farmers guided their drones across wheat fields of silver grain. Humanity's settlement in this remote sector was a testament to survival and patience. Fragile, yes, but proud. Then came the roar. The Zerath Dominion, a species that styled itself the architects of destruction, descended with their crown jewel, the Dreadfang, a warship spoken of like a curse across half the galaxy. Its guns had shattered empires. Its shadow alone could silence rebellions. That night, the Dreadfang did not come to negotiate. It came to make an example. Without warning, it unleashed its arsenal. Missiles turned the colony domes into shards that glittered like falling stars. Entire streets burned as if the heavens themselves rained fire. Civilians were cut down as the Zerath laughed, broadcasting their cruelty across open channels for all to hear. Their commander's words rang through the void. Earth's children are weak. Their colonies are dust beneath our claws. Let this serve as their lesson. Humanity bends or humanity dies. The transmission ended with the screams of Kellen 4 last survivors. Mockery in the aftermath. In the following days, the Dreadfang lingered near the ruins, circling like a predator that had already tasted blood. Across the Dominion's networks, officers boasted of their triumph. They spoke of humans as though they were insects, primitive bipeds that clung to fragile worlds, too sentimental to wield true power. In cantinas and command halls, laughter echoed. Did you see their faces when the domes shattered? They begged for mercy, as if mercy were real. The Dominion believed Earth would remain silent, broken by fear. After all, no one challenged the Dreadfang. Entire fleets had died within hours of facing it. Legends claimed the ship's hull was layered with exotic alloys harvested from stars themselves. Its reactors powered weapons that bent spacetime. Against such force, what could Earth possibly field? So they mocked. They celebrated. They believed the human response would be nothing. But humanity's silence was not surrender. It was the pause before the storm. The silence breaks. From Earth to the farthest outpost, the footage of Kellen 4 spread like wildfire. No one looked away. No one forgot. Children's screams became fuel for vengeance. Then the silence ended. Across encrypted channels, humanity's fleets began to mobilize. Dreadnoughts left their cradles in orbit. Orbital shipyards went dark not from collapse, but because every ship they held was gone, already burning toward war. Civilian traffic ceased as the lanes were cleared. Only one phrase was spoken across human comms, repeated like scripture. We answer. Worlds trembled as the largest mobilization in Earth's history took shape. Dozens of nations shed their rivalries and spoke as one. The Terran Command Authority released orders long sealed, plans written for a day no one hoped would come. Even the galaxy felt the shift. Alien observers, smug in their assumptions, suddenly quieted as human fleets emerged from slipspace with precision and fury. These were not desperate colonists clinging to survival. These were executioners answering a debt in blood. The tomb is sealed. The Dreadfang prowled near the asteroid belts of the Sarin Rift, surrounded by escort craft and scouts. The Zerath commander laughed when the first Terran signatures appeared, a mere handful of ships compared to his Leviathan. But then more came. And more. And more. The void filled with Terran steel until the stars themselves were drowned in black hulls and blazing engines. Entire task forces locked into formation with the precision of a heartbeat. From every vector, humanity converged. The commander's laughter faltered. Then came the voice, cold, merciless, transmitted on every open channel. "This is Earth. You spilled our blood, you killed our children, now you will join them." The assault began. Human dreadnoughts fired railguns whose slugs moved faster than thought, tearing through escorts like paper. Swarms of autonomous drones struck in waves, their sacrifice deliberate, their destruction inevitable, but each one carving pieces off the Dominion's pride. The Dreadfang retaliated, its superweapons flashing, ripping apart cruisers by the dozen. Yet still humanity came, relentless, endless. Every loss only seemed to sharpen their fury. And then one ship broke formation. A single human corvette, the Vigil's End, dove directly toward the Dreadfang. The Dominion commander laughed again, mistaking desperation for foolishness. He ordered the Leviathan's guns to tear it apart. But the Vigil's End did not fire. It evaded, weaving closer, until it was within the Dreadfang's hangar bay. With precision born of sacrifice, it rammed through the magnetic shielding and lodged itself deep inside the monster's gut. Inside that corvette was one man, one human. One against a Leviathan. Commander Elias Vey was no legend before that day. A soldier, yes. A tactician, perhaps. But no one knew his name beyond his crew. He had volunteered for the mission with quiet certainty, asking only that his family on Earth never be told the details until it was done. As the Vigil's End fused with the hangar walls, Vey armed the core. Not a weapon built for combat, but a singularity device, an unstable experimental drive, forbidden in normal space. His voice rang out over comms as he transmitted his final words to every human ship. "Remember Kellen 4. For them, we turn monsters into tombs." He activated the core. The singularity bloomed like a black sun within the Dreadfang's heart. Bulkheads collapsed inward, decks folded upon themselves, and screams filled Dominion channels as the Leviathan began to devour itself. No weapon could stop it, no shield could hold. The Dreadfang, pride of an empire, crown of a fleet, became a grave for all aboard. Its last sight was not of victory, but of one human who chose to burn with it, turning arrogance into ashes. Retribution unleashed. The destruction of the Dreadfang broke more than steel. It broke the Dominion's spirit. Across the battlefield, Zarath's ships faltered, their discipline shattered by disbelief. How could the deadliest warship in the galaxy fall to one man's sacrifice? Humanity did not hesitate. Fleets surged forward with biblical wrath. Carrier wings blackened the void with bombers. Railgun fire stitched across space like spears cast by gods. Planet-killer torpedoes, long kept locked in hidden arsenals, were unleashed in coordinated salvos. Entire Dominion fleets ceased to exist within minutes. Colonies burned, not human ones but Zarath fortresses, their proud banners falling into dust. Every system that had laughed at Kellen 4 now tasted silence as Terran armies descended, precise and unstoppable. What began as vengeance became annihilation. Humanity did not simply strike back. They dismantled the Dominion piece by piece, ensuring no future Dreadfang would ever rise. Aftermath in silence. When the war ended, the galaxy was quieter than it had ever been. Trade routes that once thrived with chatter fell mute when human ships passed. Councils that once mocked Earth now trembled when Terran envoys entered the chamber. Among the ruins of the Dominion, whispers spread like smoke. One human turned the galaxy's deadliest ship into a tomb. The phrase became legend, a reminder carved into the marrow of every species. For all their arrogance, they now understood. Human patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite. No monument was needed, for the silence itself was Elias Vey's memorial. The galaxy dared not speak too loudly, lest Earth hear and answer again. Survivors whispered their lesson with dread. Never provoke Earth, not ever again. And in the cold of space, the tomb of the Dreadfang drifted, a monument not to alien supremacy, but to the fury of humanity, and to the one man who proved that even the greatest monster can be slain by a single human will.